Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know why I do that weird way. Please like, share and subscribe, and then let's get to it. So today's video, I wanted to do like a little sit down chatty video. So grab a glass of wine, grab a tea, and let's get to it.
That shit was a fire. Now I'm go.
So guys, as I probably mentioned in my previous videos or something, I recently turned 25, and I feel like that is just one of those ages where you're like it's quite a monumental age. It's a really like significant age. It's just one of those ones that we always mark down, so it goes kind of like 18, 21, 25, 30, and at 25 I feel like, for me personally, it's like, whoa, like I'm a woman, like I'm a real woman. Like I have friends that are getting married, buying houses, moving across the country, moving to different countries, doing so many different things, and you can kind of find yourself being like really lost in the midst of everything. And I feel like it's one of those ages where you sit and you kind of reflect on what's happened, what you've learned, all of those kind of things. And I feel like I really wanted to share some gems with you all about what I have learned, especially when it pertains to like confidence and really caring what people think about you. I think that a lot of things that I kind of dealt with up until this age was imposter syndrome, holding me back from the things that I really want to do, things that I'm passionate about. Even YouTube, it's like, even though I have like my Christian YouTube channel, I felt quite scared and worried to kind of step into my own kind of channel about myself and talking about the things that I'm passionate about, you know, public speaking, things like that, because I was kind of scared about judgment of other people, not really sure if it's the right thing for me to do, dealing with imposter syndrome, it's too late, it's blah blah blah, it's this, it's that, it's blah, 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 like just everything. And I feel like after I turned 25, after the year that we had with the pandemic, I really stepped into myself and I said, so what? Like I said, I am who I am. Like I am Suida, whether people like me or not, whether people judge me or not, I am who I am. And why don't I just live in that? Why don't I just boss that? Why don't I just be excited about that? I feel like a lot of the time, especially in today's society, we're so worried about what other people have to say about us. The thing that I really learned, that one of the key things that I learned in this age, up to this age, is that whether you do good, whether you do bad, people are going to talk. Whether you have a great job, whether you have a bad job, people are going to talk. There's so many examples of this. You know, people out here want to help people and people will still bring them down. People are mean to people and people will still bring them down. But that does not stop the money that's coming into your bank account. What people think about you, what people care about you, it's not going to stop. And I'm not saying that we should be completely oblivious and just be them people that only care about themselves and only give a heck about themselves and don't give a heck about what is going on in the world and about other people. We definitely should care about other people, and we definitely should, you know, have some sort of sense of community. But if it is stopping you and inhibiting you living the life that you want to live, you shouldn't care about what other people have to say. You shouldn't care about what other people have to do. At the end of the day, if you do something and you slip up and people judge you and people laugh at you, then what? You get up and you move. And the thing is about people, yeah, this is why I love God, because God is not fickle. God is not someone who says one thing about you one day and then changes his mind the next day. God is consistent in who he is. He's consistent in the things that he says. He's consistent in the things that he does. We are not consistent. You could see something today and be like, I don't like that, that's not nice. It could be in fashion for a week later and then people will be like, oh, I love that, it's such good stuff. simple thing, boot cuts, yeah, like flared jeans. Everyone hated those years ago. It was all about skinny jeans. Now what's in again? Straight leg jeans, flared leg jeans. There's always gonna be a new trend, a new thing that people are excited about, that people wanna, you know, buy into. You don't have to live your life thinking about what other people have to say or what other people have to do. And that is one of the key things that I felt that I really needed to share, that I have learned, because I think for me personally, I spent so much of my life figuring out like where I fit in, And I never really felt like I fit in. I think growing up in an area that was predominantly white, having a family that, you know, a lot of them grew up and lived in London. I was from Kent. It was like it was kind of a weird place to kind of fit in. And I felt like I kind of always had to be a chameleon, kind of like, you know, code switching when I'm with certain friends, or, you know, doing certain things and liking certain things when I'm with other people. And really and truly, this year, like this past year or couple years, I've really just stepped into who I am. I'm a black girl that is well spoken. I enjoy the Marvel Cinematic Universe to my core. I love Harry Potter. I love Hamilton. I love theatre. I love these things. These are the things that can get me going. You know what I mean? I also love Drake. I also, you know, love Jesus, and all of these things, I'm allowed to be them. I'm a multifaceted human being, and I'm allowed to express myself in any way that I feel fit. And I feel like a lot of people just need to understand that truth and walk in that. And it's such a simple thing to say, and I don't want to go on here and mansplain how to be confident or how to live in your truth, but it really is just as simple as that. It really is just like a revelation that you just have to, like, it just clicks one day in your mind that, like, this is who I am, and I'm not gonna shrink myself or not do the things that I want to do just because it makes other people uncomfortable, just because other people, you know, may not agree with it, just because of other people. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you want that for yourself? Like, it's just so sorry, not for me anymore. Like, I've stepped into who Serena is, and I really just don't give a heck about what other people think or say anymore. And you know what, that might not be the case every day. There may be a day I wake up and I see a comment on my TikTok video, or I see a comment on my Instagram, or I hear that someone's spoken about me and it makes me feel like crap, and it might do, but the key is not to sit in that feeling. The key is not to live there, because what's the point? What does it do for me? What's that going to do for me? Another thing that I think my 25 years has kind of pushed me and taught me about is not sitting on like a gift or a thing that you have for the world until you think it's perfect and until you think it's ready. There is a sense of, like, obviously building and being in that process and making sure that something reflects who you are and your brand. However, there's a type of perfectionism that leads you to just be in stagnancy. Example, I'm going to air out my dirty laundry for you guys. So 6 years ago, I tried to start a stationery company, and I'm going to say names in this video, child, because bro, like, I got scammed. So I got scammed by the notorious Mariam Mola. She took a big chunk of my, like, seed investment for my business, and she absolutely just, like, scammed me, basically. So that was my money gone, like, my business idea, like, she had everything and she didn't help me with it. She didn't do the things that she said she was going to do, and that just took me to a place of just, like, fear. I had so much fear that I couldn't start this company. I had so many ideas, it was all written down, it was drawn, all of this, and I just kept working on it every year, but, like, slowly giving up, starting again, giving up, starting again, not being perfect. Then fast forward to 2020, 2021, every woman, man and uncle started a stationery business, started planners, and that was the thing that I wanted to start. And I literally was crushed. I was like, oh my god, like, something that I have been on my heart for years, something that I started, something that I was scammed on, something that I want to perfect and make sure that it is amazing. People have just been churning them up. These people don't have two heads, you know. And it's not to say that I'm comparing myself. At first I was comparing myself, let's not get that twisted. But that revelation of people did it, yeah, they may not have been working on it for the 6 years that I've been working on it. It made me realise that the world is not going to stand still for Saweeda. The world is not going to stop, and the industries are not going to stop just because I'm not ready yet, just because I don't think that my product is perfect enough yet, just because I don't think that what I have to offer the world is good enough yet. The world is still going to move, and am I going to be obedient to what I know that I have to give the world, or am I just going to sit there drawing and planning until I die? I cannot do that. You know, there's this famous quote that says the richest place on earth is the graveyard, because so many people have died with dreams, have died with business ideas, have died with these things, and I don't want to be one of those people. I want to go out in the world and give it as much as I can. At this 25 years of age, I love the era that we live in, that people just go for it, people start businesses, people take risks, and that's the type of person that I've decided that I'm going to be. I'm going to push myself, I'm going to let go of what I have and really just go into it and push into it and just say, God, do you know what? Even if this fails, let me do it. Let me give you what I have right now and you turn it into the best. And I feel like there's obviously a timeline of when to start things and when to release and when to plan and when to do. But if you get so stuck and bogged down in that planning stage, you will never thrive. You will never do what you've been called to do. You will never release the things that you have been called to release. It is so important to just actually step out on the ledge. Like, you could be on the planning scheme for 20 years and you don't want that. Start with what you have. And someone really shared this meme recently of like the first cartoon of The Simpsons and The Simpsons that we have now. It was so ugly. It was so ugly. And I don't know if they thought it was ugly when they started it, but it was very ugly. And then they released it and they developed it over time while it was released. Let people enjoy what you have now and then add to it. And that's not the case for everything, because there is a time for everything, and that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that you can be so focused in the process of focused on perfecting things that you would die with the thing that you have started to build. So actually just take a chance and just go for it. Just release that thing. And I'm not just talking to you guys, I'm really talking to myself here, because I'm like, I know I need to do it. I know that there's been a gift placed on the inside of me and I'm going to share it. Even my YouTube channel, like, it's so easy to look at other YouTube channels and think, oh, maybe I should do makeup, maybe I should do hauls, things like that. But I really want my YouTube channel to be all about female empowerment, about lifestyle, just having some fun, about you seeing like how I live with my friends and my family and things like that. So there's so much more coming. And I don't want this video to be too long. So I guess I kind of only shared 2 things, but I really just wanted some, encouragement for you guys to just step into your womanhood and just be who God called you to be. Stop caring what other people think. Stop caring about whether you're done yet or whether stuff looks good, and just go for it. Right now, as I'm sitting to you guys, I have my old ring light. I've had this ring light for about 6 years. I hate it so much. I hate this lighting, but I hope I don't look too bad. I'm filming on my iPhone. By God's grace, I've got an iPhone 12 Pro, so the camera is really good, so I'm happy with that. I will get a camera eventually, but right now I'm a student. I'm making money the ways I can try and make money, but really and truly, like, I'm just going for it because I know this is what I want to do. This is something I'm passionate about, something that I find fun, and I just want to. So I'm gonna do it. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. I might make a part 2 to this video because I don't want it to be too long, but I hope you're all well.
That shit was a fire. Now I'm gone.